All right, here we go. Got this box in the mail. It is cards. I'm excited for it. All right, so this is a vendor that I used before. Does real good with the packaging, sets everything into nuggets. So I got that'll be my packs that comes out of that. And this will be the cards. Now, we'll start with the packs. That'll be the easiest one for me to do. Drop that there for a little bit of backdrop. I got one more of these coming. My goal is to put together different sets, and packs, just to be able to have some packs out of that time. We're going to start with some WCW. That's right, some wrestling. We're going to go with a pack of Growing Pains, Hook, the Rocketeer. I've got about 10 packs of those unopened, so that'll be the only one I'm not that worried about in that sense. And All My Children. It's not bad. Again, any packs like that I can leave in if I don't need them, I do. But with this deal, just like you've seen, 5 packs comes with each one for certain things, so it's pretty cool. Alright, this first one I already see some pretty cool stuff. Now, got some Kiss cards. Let's see if I can shift that forward just a little without losing. My apologies. I'm really prepared with that part. Let me see if I can raise that. All right, there we go. It's a little bit higher. A little bit of a glare there, but the old Gene Simmons right there. Kiss card. Pretty neat. These are 66 cards coming out of 1978. Got another one. Probably Peter and Chris in that one, because I know this one is. Again, if you're like me, you grew up when they actually wore their mask and everything else and stuff, so it is one of the things that you realize. All right, so that was all my Kiss ones that he sent. Again, some of this stuff I never see, so if I can grab a handful of them, that's great. Now this series, I already have most of them. I'm only missing a few, which is Battlestar Galactica. Now, there is a different version of these, which comes out of like the UK. So I'm not 100%, I got to look through these to make sure, but I believe that these are it. I think this card set is close to, I don't know why, like 124, 125 kind of sticks in my head. But I've been putting this one together too. Even I think it was Burger King or one of them did a series for this too, just like they did Star Wars. So I'm kind of hoping that some of these will help me finish. Now, if you're like me, you grew up watching this show, you tuned in every week to watch the space opera pretty much as they went through all their stuff, going across the stars, And the Cylons, I hated the way they did them in the new one. Sure, the one girl was sexy and everything and stuff, but what has that got to do with it being a Cylon? I think they were just dying to change something to stuff they didn't need to, and Starbuck becoming a woman, none of that. It was just, I couldn't stand the idea of that. Little Moonraker, Jaws. Again. Now, he definitely was a big fella. This is another one of those that I'm trying to finish the set. It'll be probably, I've got a couple of handfuls of these, so I'm not doing too bad, but I've got to get the stickers that'll go with these over time, but at least that'll be everything I got left. His price on these are actually really good. The cards are in really good shape. I mean, it's not like none of them are none of them are bad. They actually look really good. So he must have just had box after box that he could just pull from and sell in lots. So, which I think is pretty cool. But again, just like this, I now can put all these with my Moonraker, other ones and stuff, and keep building on this set. As I said before, what I like to do is I build a set. Then at that point, I actually try to get a empty or a pack. And then at that point, if I can get a box, I usually start with an empty if I can. Then I'll try to go to a full box in time if it ends up being within range. Alright, that was the first little lot of them. And let's see what we got here. Oh, good. And our first one, again, Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta. John Travolta actually appeared in quite a number of card sets, if you really think about it. He was in this one, Welcome Back, Kotter. He was in that stupid movie where, written by L. Ron Hubbard and stuff. And there was a couple more, too, I swear he was in. But this one especially is a big one. Again, I had none of these, so that's kind of good. It'll kind of start my little trek down that. Now this is another one that I really been kind of excited about working on, so it's kind of cool to get some more again. And that is the Black Hole. If you're in my age group, this is going to be, Disney's answer to Star Wars, before Disney was Star Wars and run everything. But this is supposed to be a big, spectacular with everything. And it sort of ended up being not really so much, but they had a really cool toy line. Even like, Bob here. They had the toys. They were in the comic books. So they kind of done a little bit of everything when they did it, so it was kind of neat. And again, it's got 88 cards and 22 stickers, so I don't think so far I've gotten any of the stickers from the sets, or of this anyway. So I'm kind of, that'll be something I'll have to order separately if I never. I got another batch of these coming, another 100 cards, which will be 5 packs coming with that. So I'll have to, I'm gonna kind of play at it and see if I get lucky enough to get everything like I want. And again, if you're like me, these cards are nostalgia. They truly are. They were a time period where you didn't have, DVDs going out, and even VHSs didn't run out and get put out, so you couldn't watch the movie 100 times back in that, during that time. So it was really more difficult than you would think it was. Yeah, good. Got a sticker out of this one. Now, this is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Now again, went to the movies and seen this one. Loved the little, when they played the little piano at each other. Oh, Terry Garr there. Her career kind of went pretty good during this time. Hey, I swear that looks like the little girl that played in Tabitha Bewitched, but it's probably not. But Steven Spielberg. On the set. So again, I love these two because you can see what the cars look like. Sometimes when I watch old shows, it always reminds me of when I'm a kid, and you can always look and say, oh, that's right. And I said Terry Garr, but I don't think she was in this movie. I'll have to rewind that. No, I don't think she's even, I gotta go back and see if she was even in this movie. I just know that, this is the main lady that Richard Dreyfuss's character gets attached to, I think. But I can't remember if Terry Garr is one of them in there too, so I'd have to look again. And then, of course, my sticker. So again, back then, a sticker was in every pack. And you'd get a bunch of them, so you just kind of enjoy them. Now, with like this, I don't get them all the time, so I kind of got to go off that. Alright, so, Aliens. This is another one I got a bunch of last time, so I'm and with the new movie out there that's supposedly doing well, this kind of gives me a chance to, put together the original set. There is a book that Marvel did, I think it was, for this movie. It was I'm trying to remember what it was. I remember looking it up. My best friend Hattie brought it over, and we looked through it, and we were like, oh, it looks crazy, like one of these, and I never was into horror movies, so it didn't really mean that much to me, but I thought the comic was cool, and eventually I did see the movie, but just, the feeling of, my best friend having the actual, book and everything else and stuff, I thought was really cool. And I thought, out of nostalgia, it drives me to go find it and eventually try to buy it. There's a couple things like that I'm still looking for. And this is one of them. Like I said, now my favorite is seeing the Alien commercial for things like Alien and stuff, because I think it's funny, because it really R-rated movie, really just, sucking the faces off of people, and yet they're marketing toys to kids, and, at a young age to go buy it. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think those go together, but okie dokie. All right, last little pack of these. And let's see, let me divide them out. Ah, sweet. All right. First is going to be a little bit of the King. Elvis Presley, baby. And this is the older, the 66 card, 1978 Elvis set. I have a whole bunch of the new ones. Always liked Elvis. Always an Elvis fan. Again, a lot of cool shots of him that way. And then this is the last one. So again, what I like about this guy and the way he sets everything up, he'll send out a mixed bag of things. I don't know what I'm getting, so it's kind of fun. And this is another one that I'm working on. Voila, a little bionic woman, Lindsay Wagner. Again, between her and Stephanie Powers from Heart to Heart, because she was on $6 Million Man as the alien people who landed there. You get your crushes, you know, Linda Carter. And everybody would have to think that someone like, you know, even Sandy Duncan was just cute and adorable. And now most of them are cheap and raunchy half the time. A lot of these were just good old-fashioned, enjoyable TV stars. You gotta love the Bionic Woman, though. I've got the entire set of the Bionic Man. I have yet to find these as easy as I did that, so I kind of hope I can get a hold of that. Now, I got some. Now these, again, a little bit of Rocky. I gotta see if these are duplicates or they're, because again, I'm helping my brother put together this set. I gave him the other ones I got out of this. So I have to see if these three are different than the ones that I had. So, and if they're the same, then I just basically take them and put them in my pile. If they're not, I put them in his pile. Now these, I'm also working on, again, Jaws. Roy Scheider is still showing up in this. I think by the third is when he phased out of this. I remember going to see the first one and might have seen the second one. Just love this one. This one's real cool. And this one too. I remember this one in advertisements and stuff. Even though I don't think that ever happened in that movie. It's been a while ever since I've seen this one. I think this is when the kids got a little bigger, so it involved, I think Michael was the name of the kid. When he got out there and stuff. I do remember going to the movies to see it because, again, I was older by then, and even though I had see, my brother, he got this passion for sharks. He enjoys them. Watch Shark Week every time it comes out. Me, I was on the other end of the spectrum. Couldn't stand them and didn't care for them. So we kind of went opposite directions in that way, where he's seen the same movie I did. Well, Mork and Mindy. Again, I should be finishing this one pretty good too. That one's got a little bit of gum residue on it I'll be able to remove. I'll start gently and then I'll take it off. And this is a show that I thoroughly enjoyed when I was young and watched it regularly. I really, I hate to say, is when when I think that they were hurting is when they went and got pregnant, had the egg, and then Jonathan Winters played their son. I thought that they had taken away from the premise of him kind of coming there. And if you don't remember all of that, you're now traumatized that happened. I apologize. But yeah, I think when they got into that, I think Jonathan Winters would have been great as a character coming on there, but not really being their kid and all this kind of stuff. I think that was a little stretch right there. And then we have Star Trek the Motion Picture. Again, I have this full set, so just getting an extra one's no big deal for me. Leonard Nimoy, we just lost him not real long ago. Also, my daughter and I am watching Fringe, the TV series, if you've ever seen it. We're on season 3, enjoying it. I got the DVD set, and Leonard Nimoy played a character in Fringe. He was William Bell, a character on there, which is pretty adamantly talked about on the show, and he makes some appearances, but so I thought it was kind of neat seeing him on that. Again, little Klingon action there. And again, if you're like me and you grew up during this time, you remember though how much cards were a big deal. It is just snapshots of the movies and characters in which you love. I mean, you just enjoy it way too much at the time. All right, hang on. Got a few more to go for Star Trek. It kind of got mixed up in there. Examining the bald girl. Again, you would, as a kid, you would replay the movie over and over again in your head when you looked at the cards. So it was kind of neat to do it. A little bit of Star Wars. Again, these are really, real good shaped cards. I've got a whole bunch of this red set, so it's kind of neat. I've completed the red set, so if these are better than the ones I got, I'll pop them in my one touches and they'll replace it as I build on my sets. Alright, and our last two is actually ones that was in the beginning. We actually get Saturday Night Fever again. Again, a little bit of John Travolta there back when he had his hair. And there he is again. Now, I remember the music of this movie, but it never was anything appealing to me at all. I just, I don't, it was one of those things about a guy coming of age who could disco. I mean, really, it was more rated higher up, so at the time it come out, it wasn't something I would have went and seen. And people were singing and dancing, so I didn't care. Or not saying they were dancing and stuff, so it didn't mean anything. But, I mean, I did watch Dance Fever, the show that used to come on every Saturday for us with Danny Terrio. We used to watch that every Saturday along with everything, too. So, well, that's it. What do you think? How do you like everything I ended up getting? Which card set's your favorite? Which one would you want to collect if you could, if you don't have? Just let me know. Thumbs up, likes, appreciate all the new subscribers that have come over. I know some of it is based out of some of the art I've posted and stuff like that, and I'll continue doing that, but these are some of my other passions, so I just wanted to post this video. All right, guys, have a great one.